Hello, hello, and welcome to part 2 of my Q&A for 1,000 subscribers. Again, I am so sorry that I had to split it up like this, but you guys would have gotten a video that was like an hour and 40 minutes if I didn't, so this was my best option. Because I genuinely appreciate you guys taking the time to participate in this Q&A in the first place, and I really wanted to answer all of your questions. And since we're still a really small community, I figured that it would be fine to just answer them all. I'm not sure I'll ever do a Q&A like this again, but even though it's probably a mess of rambling and it took forever to make, it was still really fun, especially for my first Q&A ever, so I'm gonna count it as a win. That's a win for us. Anyway, thank you again for participating. Now let's hop into the rest of those questions. Let's see where we go. Question 18. Very Tired XP asks, apple juice or orange juice? Also, when did you discover you were pansexual? I'm also pans and think it's interesting to hear other people's stories. I also think it's interesting, but you're gonna hate mine. I'll answer the juice question last, but my story is so dumb. So I'm pan romantic. I literally don't have anything to tell for this. Quite literally, all that happened was oh god, I hate this drawing. Do you ever just leave a canvas and then come back and be like, oh, that's not what I remember it looking like? Oh! Yeah, me too. But yeah, essentially, where was I? Okay, I'm pan romantic. Essentially, what happened was I was just like, it's so hard. The reason I found out like this is just because I don't experience attraction very explicitly. Like, I basically just started looking into it, like more sexualities one day, because I was like just getting out of my box and I was like, I've been lying to myself. I'm definitely not straight. I was basically I just got into college at the time. So I was just looking it up to try and figure it out. And basically I stumbled across pansexuality. But then obviously I'm like, oh, I'm not sexually attracted. Like, this is kind of explaining that. So I started looking more into it. And I found pan romantic, and that's a tale as old as time. Quite literally, that's how it went. That's it. So I'm sorry that it's lame. There's nothing much to it other than that, so yeah. I don't know how I meant to sketch in these lips, by the way. Just wait. Sorry. Oh man, that's horrible. Maybe I'll add some color and the lips will be added in later. Apple juice versus orange juice. I'm gonna pick apple juice. I do like orange juice, but between the two, apple juice is just the one that I would gravitate towards in most cases. So yeah, that's what we're picking. Why did this go back down? Oh man, I think I need to reevaluate this face shape. I'm gonna do that quick and then go to the next question. It's not long, it's particularly Instagram. I'm just gonna... Bro, why did I choose to draw this woman? She's so hard to draw. I thought she would be easier. Oh man. Her eyes are hard. Her hair hurts. I'm struggling. Okay, next question. I'm sorry you guys have to watch me draw that, I guess. Next question. 9. Question 9 comes from my friend Dreamer Seeker. Thank you for the congrats. What piece of media do you think has inspired you the most? Or at least one thing that inspires you has inspired you. Steven Universe. Easy dubs. I feel like, I don't know, because it's so hard, because I've been inspired by so many things, and I didn't really keep track of what was inspiring me, obviously. I don't think anyone really does. Ugh. Guys, would you be mad if I scrapped this whole face? If I scrapped this whole everything? I genuinely... Maybe the eyes are just way too big. Y'all... Would you care much? Oh, that helped a bit, I guess, but... I can't, I'm scrapping this. I can't draw this woman. I can't draw her. I want this to be chill. And it's not gonna be chill if I'm stressing about drawing, so yeah. I'm gonna draw this guy. I know he's more detailed than that girl was, but I feel a lot more confident in my ability to copy down, this kind of thing than just a face. I feel like with faces, I struggle a lot more to get them right, and it's so hard when when I'm copying a face is when it gets hard. When I'm drawing without reference for faces, usually I can manage it, but if I'm drawing with a reference, for some reason I can hardly ever manage it. So yeah, we're gonna stick to pictures like this. But yeah, Dreamer, to expand on your thing, as I said earlier, I feel like color-wise and just in my actual process for drawing, I feel like Steven Universe has had the biggest impact on me. So yeah, that's the answer to that. Let's go on to the next question. Two. Ooh, okay, this one's fun. It's a bunch of questions about commissions. So Ashikaga, or Foxes Are Amazing YouTube, I believe was your username. Have you ever felt uninspired or unmotivated to do a commission? Yes. I have had so much struggle with commissions in the past. I feel like my main problem stems from just, like, when someone genuinely wants something specific, usually it's fine. Like, if it's just character art or if it's something generalized, yeah, then it's fine. But I feel like I really struggle. I can't see this person's jaw. I'm redrawing this. Okay. I feel like a lot of the time when I'm doing a commission, I'm not unconfident in a way, but I'm also unsure. Because I feel like basically, I feel like the main problem I have is, it's so hard to explain. Because I feel like if someone gives me references, it's fine. But there have been times when people have just been like, the character looks like this. So I'll be like, oh, I don't know if I can replicate that because you've given me what it looks like, but you haven't like given me any references of what they look like. So I've had to like do sketches and be like, does this look correct before I even get into thumbnailing or anything like that? And it's just really hard because I guess... Sorry, I'm really struggling. I'm trying to get the composition of this one bumped out very fast. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I don't really find myself feeling uninspired, I guess, when I get literally the whole like best part of commissions for me is that they've helped me find inspiration. The problem comes from the motivation thing, I guess, because sometimes I'm not as passionate as the person commissioning me, obviously. So I'm just like, oh no, I'm gonna mess this up, and it really gets in my head and affects my motivation. So sometimes I end up just spiraling. But it's fine. Like, genuinely, it's fine. Yeah, good enough. That's a microphone. See, this question's just hard, I guess. Because it's like, I've accepted a lot of commissions, and I feel like how I usually handle feeling unmotivated is I power through it. That's exactly what I do. I power through it. Because if I don't, I'm gonna have to cancel this commission and I'll feel bad because this person really wanted this to be done and they reached out to me specifically for it, which is always so endearing and sweet to me. It's like, it's so bizarre that people actually like reach out because they want my drawing style for their work or something like that. I don't know, it's really sweet. But it also, because of realizing that, I managed to put a lot of pressure on myself to perform very well. So I'll be completely honest, I usually just kind of power through, or if I really am having problems with it, what I'll do is I'll just draw something similar, or I'll like do a lot of practice sketches for it just to like try and get into the mojo of it and everything like that. And it usually helps a lot when I reach out to the person and I'm quite literally just like, oh, what kind of, what I'm trying to come up with this concept for you, right? Like, what exactly are you looking for? And usually when I send them my reference sketches, they get kind of excited and they're like, oh, that's pretty similar. Either I love how it is, or I want you to change this thing about it. And that kind of conversation of building on what I've already drawn, as well as knowing that they're okay with it, will like kind of remove the anxiety a little bit and make it easier for me to motivate and become inspired for their commission again. So it's really just a matter of reaching out to them and like with what you've done, I guess, for me. I don't know. I've rambled a lot on this one though, so next question. When did you start taking commissions and when did you feel confident in them? I'm still not confident in them. I feel like it's so hard because commissions are so fun, but they also fill me with so much anxiety just for the simple fact of that performance thing that I was worried about. Like, because I want to do well on the drawing, you know? I don't want them to not like what they've paid for. That would be awful. But I feel like, I'm getting more confident in it now that I'm more confident in my actual skill level, I guess. But I haven't taken a lot of commissions recently, so it's hard to compare my current comfortability with my drawing versus what it was even just a year ago. So I feel like I'm still working on the confidence bent, but I have been working on commissions for a long time because I've archived them, but on my channel I used to have videos like speed paints, some of them are still up, of DeviantArt requests, because I had someone reach out to me and be like, hey, would you be willing to draw this? So that was when I did my first request. And I was like, yeah, I'll draw this character for you. Heck, that's exciting. Oh my gosh. So I drew their character for them. And then I opened up requests and I was slowly just drawing all sorts of character art for people, and it was really exciting. But my friend actually was just like, dude, you're drawing free art for these people. You should get paid for this. And I was like, paid? I suck at drawing, what? So she's the reason that I switched from requests to commissions in the first place. And she was actually my first commission, which when you said also what was your first commission, I'll hunt it down later and put it like on the screen here in the actual video. But she asked me to draw like a cover for a book or a fanfiction that she was writing on Wattpad. And that was my very first commission, that was actually paid and it was all thanks to her, like, motivating me and, like, basically forcing me to know my worth as an artist and be like, you shouldn't be drawing for free, bro. Like, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know. And I still, even today, I'm just like, oh my god, people are willing to pay me for my art. That's crazy. But back then, little old shy early teens aged me was like, oh, I don't like my own art. People are definitely not going to want to spend money on it. Like that, oh no, rip. And she was all like, I'll pay money for it. And I was like, huh? So yeah, she was my first commission and I'm still very thankful for everything that she's like done for me growing up in motivation and in inspiration and just helping me feel confident and grow as an artist. It made a huge impact on me. And I'm really grateful for that. So yeah. That's all I have to say on commissions though. So I will move on to another question. Boop-a-doop-blue. 22! Okay, this one's an easy one. I won't even move off of this screen for it to draw because it's easy. Typhoon Boom. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Why not, dude? Yeah, sure. Sure pineapple belongs on pizza. Like, honestly, I don't like pineapple on pizza just because it's like a texture issue for me. But I don't see why it became such a huge conversation. It's just like apples versus oranges, which I know there was a joke question about that earlier with juice, but it's the same kind of concept. It's like, why shouldn't pineapple be on pizza? Why is it so wrong? Everyone's like, oh, fruit doesn't belong on pizza. Fruit pizza. Dude, tomato's a fruit. It's on pizza. And like, I genuinely don't see the problem here. Like, just, yeah, put on pizza what you want on pizza. Next question. 14. Ooh, this one's also fast. Okay, I'm sorry I'm not drawing during this. Favorite hyper-specific music genre? Early era Minecraft music. That is that's it. Because I feel like, I would just say indie game music specifically, but since you said hyper-specific, not just specific, I'm going to say Minecraft music, but specifically early era, like before the Nether update. I want to say like that kind of early era Minecraft music. So, yeah, there you go. Next question. Going rapid fire now. Let's go. 3. This one comes from my friend Triss, and she says, first of all, congratulations. First of all, thank you. Secondly, what is your favorite thing to draw? My favorite thing to draw is people. It's fun for me. It's not as stressful as drawing most other things. But how do you interface for? Yeah, people. I feel like the thing that I'm most confident drawing is people. I know that's probably not shocking. Ooh, this is a Nirvana shirt. Did I spell that right? Surely. Good enough. What is something you can bang out without a second thought? Characters. I would say I just feel like in the grand scheme of things, characters are the easiest for me to draw. So yeah, that's my answer. Actually, I feel like specifically, if I'm gonna go like specific, something I can bang out without a second thought is going to be a character design specifically. I said the word specifically like 10 times, I'm so sorry. But yeah, character design. I feel like I can just draw a random character out of my brain, like, boom, on the page. Drawing from reference always takes me a little longer because I'm a perfectionist, but like, if I'm just drawing a random character, or if I need to design a character for some random thing, and I just have like a few things in mind of what they could look like, boom, on the page. Like, I love character design. It's such a fun thing to me. So next question. 17. Cody Curry 2468. Oh, I remember this question. This one made me so happy. Okay. Focus in. What is your favorite dinosaur or prehistoric animal? And I'm happy because it's finally one of those what's your favorite whatever questions that I can just like actually answer. Okay. This one's easy for me. My favorite dinosaur is going to be a Stegosaurus. I know that's generic. What a typical dinosaur to pick. But he's just a little big guy, and I think he's neat. So that's my answer. As for my favorite prehistorical animal, not a lot come to mind instantly. I'm gonna be honest here. So I am struggling a bit, but one that I really like is the Megalodon. Just because I really like sharks, but also he's a huge, gigantic, massively awesome shark. So my favorite prehistoric animal, I'm going to say, is a megalodon, just because my brain can't come up with any right now. So yeah. Man, I got a little... I'm going quick. 11. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is another one of those sets of multiple questions. So first off, this is from Smith, the Inspiring Animator. The first question is, do you have any personal OCs that you want to draw in the future? Or do you have OCs of your own that you really want to use in a series in the future? Yes, I have so many characters, and it's so sad because so many of my OCs are never gonna see the light of day. This guy's jaw is sharper than I'm drawing it. It's so hard because I make characters like this. Like, I come up with a character, I draw it, but then that's it. Like, most of the time, I come up with like a really cool idea for a character, and it lives in my notes, and it never comes to life, and it's so sad. Anyway, next question. How did you get good at drawing? And do you think it's possible for people to get good in drawing? I actually got a couple questions that use this wordage, and it's so complicated and hard to explain my thoughts on it. I know I'm technically becoming more and more skilled at art, but I've got such bad imposter syndrome, and I feel like even though I know from a technical standpoint I am, but my brain fights me on that like a lot. And it's odd because I've got my sister and my friends amping me up on my art like all the time, and I get comments that are like just such lovely comments about my style and how much people like it, but somehow my brain still manages to like come at me and be like, oh, you don't deserve that praise, bro. Like, it just sucks because I'm finally at a point where I'm starting to really like my drawing style. But I think it's going to be a while until my brain allows me to kind of accept that. I think that's just the life I lead. I think I'm not just going to get over that mental barrier in a day, you know? And I think a lot of artists actually understand exactly what I mean. Like, they could have so many people just going around telling them, oh my god, you're such an incredible artist. Like, even some of the artists, like the bigger artists that I follow and are inspired by, they probably have this same thing where they're just like, do I deserve my success? Do I actually feel like I'm good enough to be doing what I'm doing? I don't know. But yeah, it's like, I know I've got the skills and I'm creative, but for some reason my brain's just like, you're not good enough for your dreams. Stick to what you know, kid. And I'm like, but brain, my dreams. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I got so serious. I'm gonna move on. Also, I'm making this guy's hair a little bit too floofy, I think. I don't know. I'm just leaving it as it is. I did get some of that, but yeah. How did I get where I'm at, though? Basically, I just practiced a lot. I drew so much, and I draw so much, to a point where I'm exercising my art muscle a lot. And I also just find myself doing little studies, either practicing hair or I'm just practicing bodies. I haven't done one in a while, unfortunately, which it really sucks that I haven't done one in a while. I think I'm actually going to do one on textured hair soon because I'm really bad at textured hair. But yeah, you just gotta, there are plenty of like resources and tutorials and even online classes and stuff you could take if you're genuinely trying to grow right now. But for me, I feel like how I grew to this point was literally just through drawing. I don't know. I just that's how it went. So yeah, next question. Oh, I know, there was another part to that question. Do you think it's possible for people to get good in drawing? Absolutely, I do. I think that anyone can be a good artist. I genuinely think that anyone can get to a point of being confident and comfortable, and they can make art that inspires people. You just have to take the plunge and try your hand at learning. Like, that's all you have to do. I genuinely think that if someone actually tries, they can become, they can be good at art. I genuinely believe that. So yeah, sorry, I almost missed that. Anyway, the next question now. The last question you left was this, but I don't know how to answer. I thought about it really deeply. I've definitely been insecure about OCs, and I've made a bunch that I keep to myself and I have never shown people. But I don't think I've ever made an OC for something I've never seen, read, or watched. Just because I usually get attached enough to make the OC in the first place because I consumed that media, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry for the weird answer, but that's a very interesting question, so thank you for asking it. And if anyone has that kind of experience, just leave it in the comments below because I'm actually really curious. Let's see. 13. Oh, okay, this one's gonna be a quick one, so I'm staying here. What's your favorite hobby outside of YouTube? I don't know about my exact favorite hobby, but something that I find myself enjoying doing the most is either going to be playing video games or just watching YouTube videos. I know those aren't necessarily... Oh no, I guess those are hobbies. So yeah, I'm gonna say gaming and watching videos. Thumbs up. Thanks for the question. Oh, and by the way, that was from Ozpop? Ozpop. Oh, okay, so this is from Vent Out. What got you into drawing and what made you realize you were a good drawer? Oh, bro, I just went on that train of thought, but my brain is so mean to me, and I know that I'm technically skilled, and I'm at a higher level than I've ever been, which is another question you asked, is how is it like knowing you're drawing like never before? It's incredible. It's genuinely so uplifting being able to see how far I've come in art. Like, it makes me hopeful for the future of both my confidence, maybe even my mental health and my skill, seeing where it goes, seeing where we bring it, because I genuinely think that I've grown a lot in the last few years. When I don't know, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna pick another character quick to draw. Another person, I mean. Okay, I found this one. She's super cute, so I'm gonna draw her. Okay, I'm gonna put her down here. And then the question is, what got you into drawing? Like I said before, basically my grandma would just kind of throw paper at us and she would just have us draw on it, and then we had like stamps we would do stamps on them too. But I feel like I said, my eldest sister is really who got me into like caring about drawing. I'm actually gonna tell a story. I feel like I could have told this in the other question that asked this, but I forgot. My sister taught me how to draw people because it was the middle of a power outage and she was babysitting me and my other siblings. And essentially she was sitting at the table next to a candle, just like drawing random anime characters. And I was like, that's so cool. You're so good at that. Can you show me? And she started like breaking down the face for me, and she gave me some of her paper and her colored pencils and stuff, and she was just like helping me learn how to draw a face. And I feel like that moment of learning how to draw characters, after that day, I started just drawing like crazy. I was drawing character after character, and I was making characters of my own, and I was excitedly showing my older sisters. And I believe that she actually taught me and my other sister how to draw that day. My brother was too young at the time. I think he was just drawing cars and stick people while we were like learning. Right next to him, we were all at the table drawing together, basically, all four of us. And it was fundamental for me I don't know how important that moment was for anyone else at that table, but it was really important for me. Oh no. Hands. Oh! You know what, that actually isn't so bad. Good enough. But that's also around the time I was really into Naruto, so I started drawing. My first OCs were like Naruto OCs. So, yeah, I don't know. I think what really got me into drawing was that day. I'm really thankful to my sister for being the one to introduce me to drawing characters, because character drawing, like I said, it's the thing I like the most, and it's the thing I can bust out pretty easily, I guess. So, yeah, that is how I got into drawing. I was taught it and went crazy. Next question. Oh wait, I'm actually gonna fix this shoulder quick and then I'll go on to the next question. Okay, next question. 16. Let's go see what that is. Oh, this one's also a pretty quick question. Also, you're a fantastic artist is tagged at the end, and thank you. Oh my gosh. Literally, guys, thank you for all the compliments. What is your favorite food? I don't have a favorite food. Big shocker, I know. I don't have a favorite anything, apparently, except for dinosaur. If I were to, like, pick a handful of foods, I would pick mashed potatoes. I mean, I really like a good chicken salad, I guess. Like a salad with, like, crispy chicken in it. I like those. Those are good. Ooh, this is hard, actually. I thought this would be a quick question, but it might not be. But I'm gonna end it, yeah. Basically, I'm going to say my favorite food is mashed potatoes. Or cheese, I guess. I like cheese. Cheese is good. Because, I mean, cheese can be used in anything, like grilled cheese, mac cheese, anything. So, yeah. But mashed potatoes I like more than cheese, so I'm gonna pick mashed potatoes. Next question. 4. Ooh, this one's fun. Okay, favorite frog. I know I'm about to ramble with this question, Dark. You know me so well. Oh my gosh. You remembered my rambles from my streaming days. Okay, so my favorite frog. I don't know entirely a lot about frogs. I think they're cute. But I think my favorite frog is gonna be like your standard tree frog, specifically the one with like the bright red eyes and the cute red toes. Just cause like their design is, wait, no, they're not their design. Their aesthetic, just their look. How do I explain this in like not character create? Okay, whatever their general look, their physical appearance is just really aesthetic to me. Like just the bright green and the bright red contrasting, but just equally pulling each other out and making the frog look so bright yet still blend into the grass is just super cool. It scratches the brain in like a nice way. So they're my favorite frog. As for my favorite planet, I'm gonna assume you mean our solar system. So my favorite planet is Venus. When I was younger, my favorite planet was Mercury, just because of the vastly different temperatures on either side of it. Like, little me thought that was epic. But once I hit high school and started getting into my space junkie, like my space obsession, I picked Venus, and I still am confident in that answer today. And I'm not about to blab your ear off, but basically, I love Venus because she's the most fascinating planet in our entire solar system to me. Venus is the hottest and the brightest planet. She has volcanoes and acid clouds and, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm like 90% certain on this, but she is one of like a handful of planets we know that rotates backwards, like opposite of their sun, which is just really rare. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll plop it on screen for you guys to look it up because it's really cool. But yeah, I think that's sick. And is probably related, but a day on Venus is like a year here, because I'm pretty sure it's because of the backwards rotation that that it moves so slowly because of how much energy it takes to move in the opposite direction. Yeah. I just think Venus is cool. And I think I actually missed my favorite fun fact, which is that it's the morning star and the nighttime star. Depending on where it is in relation to the sun, since it's so close to the sun, you're either going to see it for like a few hours in the early dead morning or for a few hours in like right around sunset. And I really think it's neat because she's also, in ancient times, she was the harbinger of darkness and light in like different ancient civilizations. And that's really cool to me. I'm not drawing anymore. I also think I blabbed when I said I wouldn't, so I'm sorry. But Venus is just really cool to me. I really like just the everything about Venus. But yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to the next question. I'm sorry. Okay, we only got a handful left, so let's see. 21. Okay, Pippa Jones 8112 asks, have you seen an object show? Object shows are basically Total Drama Island, but the objects are, but with objects. Some are serious, some are jokes. I'm not entirely sure I know what this is. Because my brain is supplying Veggie Tales, which I didn't even watch growing up, but I saw a lot of memes for, and it's vegetables, so does that count? I mean, I guess that to answer the question, then it would be no, but does the Amazing Digital Circus count as an object show? I know not everyone in that show is an object, but some of them are. Unless, if you mean like actually like the show Total Drama Island, then it's plot-wise like a competition show. You know what, I'm actually going to look into what this is. Just give me one moment.
A few moments later.
I have not seen an object show. I really misunderstood that question. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of any of the shows that popped up when I looked it up. I don't know, I can confidently say I have not seen an object show. But thanks for the introduction to the concept, I guess. Question 19. Oh, I'm so happy for you and can't wait to see you grow even bigger. Guys, stop, you're actually killing me today. That's so nice, thank you so much. Oh, you asked a hard question too. Well, it's like, let me actually like think about this. So, out of all videos you've made, what is your favorite one? I don't know. I guess if I was thinking about the amount of fun I had making them, so I'm going to think of it as, oh, I just started drawing and then lost my train of thought, so that's great for us. That's fantastic for this video. My favorite video on this entire channel? The anti-style one was really fun. I don't think it's my favorite though. The first Pride video was really fun. I really liked that video. Just because I feel like I got to look into characters and I got to really get an understanding for them. Wasn't it my favorite though? I don't know. Out of the Pride series, I think the asexual video was my favorite. Oh man, actually, you know what? I'm just going to confidently say it. My favorite video is going to be the first episode in the Pride series, just like I said. I feel like that was really fun. It's between that and like the first episode in the Trope series. I feel like the Trope series is more fun than the Pride series for me, just because I'm designing characters instead of just like drawing fan art. So I feel like I'm going to confidently say my favorite is Tropes 1, just because it's the start of a very fun series, I think. So there you go. Second to last question, what was it gonna be? 5. Oh, I remember this one. Oh, okay. Livy, how many ducks tall is Kuda? I'm gonna... Okay. You know I'm actually going to do this, right? I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to really quick convert how tall I am into centimeters, and then I'm going to look into the average height of like a standard duck.
Eventually.
Okay, this shocks me. So the average height of a duck is 4 to 5 inches. Ducks are literally up to a human ankle. Apparently a mallard can stand taller at like 12 to 16. I mean, maybe I should do like the duck I'm based off. Give me a second. Okay, so the Swedish yellow duck is a medium-sized duck, which is apparently 6.3 inches to 9.1 inches. I'm gonna go with right in the middle, so 6, 7, let's do like an 8.2. So I looked it up. I am 161.29 centimeters, so I need to transfer this as well. So they're 20.828. So now we just have to simply divide the two. 161.29 divided by 20.828. So I stand at about 7.74 yellow Swedish ducks tall. That is how many ducks tall I am. Thank you for that question, Libby. Okay, the very last question. I will roll just for the sake of rolling. Here we go. Obviously, we're gonna get question 23. This one comes from Jay Walters. Hello. I love your videos so much, and it's so nice to learn more about characters I don't know. Agreed. I love that. Also, thank you so much. My question is, how did you get into drawing? Was it through animated shows or have you taken lessons? So this one, I kind of answered. Basically, I got into drawing thanks to my eldest sister. So it was obviously not through animated shows, though those did help. I definitely think my love for anime and my love for cartoons and drawing those characters helped me stay motivated to keep drawing and keep wanting to get better. As for if I've taken lessons, I actually have. Not very many. Most of what I learn is entirely self-taught, or it came from YouTube videos, or it came from me trying to mimic a style I liked. But I did go to college, and I switched over to the art degree for about 1.5 years. It was 3.5 semesters, so it was almost 2 years, but I did take some lessons technically. Yeah, there you go. There you have it. There's the answer to your question. And I'm just gonna quick speed through drawing the rest of this quick, and then we can go ahead and move on from being live. And there we go, I wrapped up the drawing and the questions, so now we'll switch back to the other format to wrap up the video and stuff. So thank you guys for your questions, and thank you seriously for 1,000 subscribers, guys. It means a lot. And there you have it. I'm pretty sure, like, 99% sure I got all of your questions, but if I missed yours, I'm sorry. I really did my best. And even though it was kind of awkward talking about myself so much, and I definitely wasn't on my multitasking A game for that, it was really fun. So thank you guys for all the lovely questions. And thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. It's genuinely insane to me that we've reached this point already. I definitely didn't expect this kind of growth, but I'm really happy to have reached so many cool people. And I really have no idea what's in store for this channel now. You can't really predict it. This growth could be over or it could keep going, but either way, I'm really grateful for where we are today. So for one last time, thank you. This genuinely means the world to me. I'm so happy to be at the beginning of this journey, and I'm really glad to have you guys with me. I am gonna end this here though before I ramble on and make the video even longer than it already is. So again, thank you for 1,000 and for submitting your questions for the video, and hopefully I'll get to see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.